At dawn on the Gulf of Actium, two visions of Rome stand opposed. 400 ships under Octavian, steady and silent, face the fleet of Mark Antony and Cleopatra across the misted strait.
Today, Antony learns what Rome thinks of traitors.
Their clash will decide.
On the eve of Actium, Mark Antony paces his tent, the weight of Rome and Egypt upon his shoulders.
Half my fleet has deserted. Soldiers slip away each night.
Then we break through with those who remain. Egypt awaits.
For you, I lost Rome. Let us not...
atop Octavian's flagship, Rome's master of the seas lays out a daring design. Speed and discipline against Antony's towering galleys.
Their ships are monsters, slow monsters. We strike like wolves, surround, ram, burn. Do not let them use their towers.
On the morning of Actium, with half his command gone and the sea clogged with Octavian's fleet, Mark Antony stood before what remained of his army. The cheers of Romans and Egyptians merged as the fleet moved into formation.
At the head of Egypt's fleet, the Queen's gilded flagship rides the wind. Purple sails, golden prow, and the weight of a dynasty upon its decks.
My kingdom sails with us today, Iris. Win or die, there is no third way for queens.
In the calm of a perfect morning, two worlds row toward each other. 400 swift Liburnians under Octavian, banners of red, lines precise as a legion on water. 230 towering Quinqueremes bearing Antony and Cleopatra, purple sails.
Ramming, withdrawing, striking again.
Third squadron, flank left! Cut them off from center!
Discipline answers his call.
They cannot maneuver! Press them!
The giant is trapped, alone. A fortress turned prison as fire climbs its masts.
As Agrippa's tactics shattered his line, one ship held its ground, the flagship of Mark Antony.
Rome, you forget who I am! I am Mark Antony!
The old commander fought like the lion of Pharsalus, his blade a verdict in bronze and blood.
Push them back! No Roman takes my...
In the smoke of Actium, Mark Antony saw the unthinkable. Purple sails, his queen's colors, catching the wind and slipping away. In that instant, the battle, the empire, his honor, all of it fell silent. And the great general chose love.
Cleopatra watched her fleet burn, the dream of victory dying in smoke. But in the shifting wind, a corridor opened in Octavian's line, a single chance at escape. Fear flashed across the queen's face, then hardened to resolve. She ordered the sails raised and the helms turned.
Before the eyes of his army, Antony turned his back on the fight and chased the purple sails.
He follows her. By the gods, he abandons us for her.
No line faltered, or still, and empire's hope bled out with the tide.
Antony chose love over Rome. Rome chooses me over Antony.
170 ships taken. Antony flees to Egypt.
Egypt next. There will be no mercy for traitors.
The Roman fleet roars, their new master rising among them.
The final act begins as dusk crowns the fugitives, two souls bound by victory's loss.
Word spreads like fire through the camp.
Antony has fled with Cleopatra. 19 legions Antony are left sails behind. For Egypt. The war is lost. Save yourself.
Octavian offers pardon.
Why die for a deserter?
The eagles turn toward the enemy. An army dissolves, not in battle, but in
Palace of Alexandria, with Octavian's legions closing in, Cleopatra and Mark Antony weighed their final choices.
Send the children east to Parthia. They cannot kill what they cannot find.
Octavian will never stop hunting our blood. Better we face him.
Then we die as rulers, not as prisoners in his triumph.
Year after Actium, Octavian marches south. He has waited, consolidated, and let Antony's allies desert him. Now, the final campaign begins. Egypt's gold pays for Rome's peace. Antony's death.
With the enemy at the gates, Mark Antony gathers the last of his loyal horsemen for one final strike.
One more charge! One more victory! Show them Mark Antony still lives!
For a heartbeat, the old lion roars again, victorious.
The fleet that once bore his name now bends its banners to another master. Abandoned in the very harbor he fought to defend, Antony arrives to a sea of betrayal.
Not them too. I won the battle.
On the shore, his remaining legions lay down their arms.
At her tomb, Antony meets his queen for the last time.
You live. I can die happy.
Do not leave me.
Not now.
Antony!
Remember me as I was, not as I died.
Alexandria. The throne of Egypt has fallen. Octavian stands before his greatest prize.
The woman who seduced Caesar, then Antony. You've cost Rome much.
I gave them what they wanted. Love, alliance. I regret nothing.
You'll walk in my triumph.
Rome will see Egypt's last.
Dead. She chose death over my triumph. Have her buried with Antony. Let Rome say I was merciful.
With Cleopatra gone, Octavian claimed Egypt and the world beyond. The Republic had ended, an empire had begun. And kept his word. In a royal mausoleum at Alexandria,
The Roman and the Egyptian are laid to rest, side by side. Enemies in life, lovers in death, their hands almost touching. The battle is over. The legend begins.
January of 27 BCE, the Roman Senate gathered for a moment that would alter history.
Hail Augustus!
Octavian, the victor of civil war, received a title of sacred reverence.
The Republic's mask remain, but
In January of 27 BCE, the Roman Senate gathered for a moment that would alter history.
Hail Augustus!
Octavian, the victor of civil war, received a title of sacred reverence.
The Republic's mask remain, but absolute...
With the spoils of Egypt and the peace of empire, Augustus turned inward. From the dust of a chaotic republic, he envisioned a capital worthy of dominion. Brick houses gave way to marble forums. Temples rose to the gods of Rome.
A harbor on a quiet sea. Merchants cross the world under one flag. In its cities, theaters, fountains, and baths overflow with life. In its fields, the harvest ripens without fear of marching legions. On its frontiers, soldiers keep watch, not conquest.
In the peace that followed Actium, Rome turned from war to memory. Within a quiet study, a poet shaped that memory into destiny.
Arma virumque cano. I sing of arms and the man who first from Troy's shores came, fate-driven to Italy.
In the hush of a Roman home, a new faith takes root. Humble people gathered in secret, bound by hope. The empire's roads, its language, its law, built for conquest, now carry a message of peace.
Churches stand. Monks carry the wisdom of ages to safety. From the ashes, new kingdoms rise. Roman law, Roman...
For 1,000 years, the words of Rome slept, hidden in monasteries and dusty archives. In the workshops of Florence, they awaken.
Cicero speaks again. After 1,000 years, Rome lives. We are their heirs.
In the summer of 1787, in a candlelit chamber in Philadelphia, the heirs of a new nation gathered to craft its charter.
Rome fell to tyranny. We must prevent another Augustus. Cicero guides us. Checks and balances. No one man can rule.
Drawing from the lessons of the Republic that came
from the marble columns of a republic born in rebellion to the seat of an empire that once ruled the waves, the stones of democracy bear the mark of Rome. In capitals across the world, parliaments rise on classical foundations, laws debated beneath
the waters of Actium lie quiet. Where rams once tore into oak and bronze, sunlight now drifts in silver threads. Villages lean toward the shore, fishing boats rocking where fleets once burned.
Among the Colosseum still rises where Augustus's peace once began. In the calm won at Actium, Rome learned to build, not burn. Stone upon stone, they shaped an empire meant to endure. 2,000 years later,
in marble and bronze, her face endures, strong-nosed, poised, eyes cut with an intelligence that once bent empires. 2 millennia have passed, yet visitors still pause, drawn to the woman who swayed Caesar and lost a world with Antony.
Out of the smoke of Actium came a new horizon. The Mediterranean became one harbor, where goods from every shore found safe passage. Cities grew in the quiet that followed, theaters and baths replacing battlefields. From fertile valleys, harvests fed an untroubled people,